a good... What if... Is it possible? No. Well... I'm not having a good hair day, I will say that. Oh, I've got my necklace. I was so tired after work, I forgot to put on my necklace. Got to put on my necklace. Hold on. Give me a moment. There we go. Okay, I was trying to see, like, if I can... Oh. Whoa. Oh. It's gonna work. Huh. You know what? Hold on. Although this is not my good side. Well, I'm having a really good hair day, to be honest. This is not my good side. I feel like this is my good side. This side... Why is my nose so big? Yeah. Alright, I think, if this works, also forgive me for my hair, if this works, then maybe every time I go live, I can put my phone right here so you can actually watch me paint. But let's try it for today. Let's try it for today and just see how this works. Let's see how this works, okay? Let's see. But of course, this angle does not do me any favors. Because I can tell this, I don't know why, it gives me like very ugly face. Just saying. But yeah, anyways. Sorry, I'm also messing around with my hair because I feel like my hair is just a big mess now. Go me. But, alright. I think that's enough messing with my hair, I think. I don't know. What do you think? Okay. Well, anyways. 3, 2, 1, action. Hi, welcome back to my channel. So... Sorry, I just had a drink. So for today's live stream, obviously it's much different because I now somehow have gotten my phone to actually be looking at the canvas that I'll be painting with today. Hello, Aiden. What are you drawing? What am I painting? Okay, so currently right now I'm painting a humanoid. I just finished the drawing. Here, I'll show you. Just finished the draw. Oh, here we are. And so for the, basically we're going to be we're going to start. Now this is just a base, okay? This is just like the start. I haven't really like added color yet. I'm just about to add some lines, some black lines, because that's what I do. So if I can find my black acrylic paint. How has your day been? It has been... Honestly, it's been kind of okay. I'm gonna be honest. Sorry, I'm looking for some paint. Let's see, which is the one I'm looking for? That's gray. Ah, here we go. Sorry, I was looking for some paint. You're going to color it, right? Yes, I'm gonna color it. So pretty much, this is how, like, my day had started. So I woke up, right? And, okay, so I'm gonna tell the story while I'm outlining, because normally when I paint, I like to add black lines because I like to make sure, like, which detail I'm going at. So that way I don't feel like I'm messing up, but alright. And here we have our water, and this is basically, like I've explained, this water is basically what I use to help clean off my paintbrushes. And of course, we have the napkin. So, hello Josh. But anyways. Hello Aiden, how are you? So pretty much this is how my morning had went. I woke up and I went to the bathroom, got ready, then I went to work, and here's the thing though, this first weekend, okay, this first weekend at my job, normally I'd be working with my coworker. Normally I'd be working with my coworker, but he ended up being sick. Actually, interesting story. So the day before, so yesterday actually, I had gotten a phone call, or at least I didn't know I got a phone call until I had woken up around 8 o'clock. And, well, and pretty much, well, I didn't know that my coworker was calling me at 4 a.m. Because here's the thing though. Um, I wake up at 4 I obviously do not wake up at 4 a.m., okay? Well, unless I need to go to work. But if it's like my day off, I am in snooze city. Plus my phone was off. So, oh, what's this comment? Hey, love your videos so much. I've seen some hate comments, and if you see I said I think your videos rock and don't listen to their hate comments. Oh, thank you so much. Hopefully I'm saying your name right, and sorry if I butcher it. Zyla, shout out to Zyla Caracello. Hopefully I'm saying your name right. If I'm saying it wrong, I am very sorry. Yeah, I pretty much get hate comments. I don't know why, but they just exist. Like, because here's the thing though, when I first started my whole little YouTube, at first it started off as like a hobby because I needed somewhere to decompress after a very stressful day at college, at school. So, what better way than to upload random videos onto YouTube? And I thought, very interesting. Maybe I mean, I knew for a fact I wasn't gonna gain like 1,000 subscribers overnight, let alone a million or 10 million. Let's face it, I was being realistic. Maybe like I was expecting maybe like one or two, but anyways, all this. So yeah, basically, I became a target of online hate pretty early when I started posting on YouTube. Pretty early when I was starting YouTube because, and to this day, I don't know why, but it it just sucked. I'm gonna be honest, it just sucked. I think that I don't know, maybe because like I was being ballsy and I chose to start posting on YouTube at the same time I had gotten the app TikTok. And I thought, huh, you know, maybe this could be fun. I can meet so many new people. I can meet like, just people who I can, connect to and talk to with. But then uh soon I started getting a lot of hate comments for reasons I do not understand. And which then led me to feeling very depressed because I wanted to do something that could. Because here's the thing though, I did not care to get YouTube famous, okay? I did not care to get YouTube famous because I just wanted to connect with a community. I just wanted to connect with a community of other people. I just wanted to talk to people. I wanted to, just talk to a lot of people who have, listen to their stories, talk about what goes on in their lives. Like, you know, I wanted because really back in 2020 when the pandemic in 2020 had happened, um, I was very isolated from a lot of my close friends who are now busied with their lives. Meanwhile, I'm busy with mine. But yeah, and it just, I don't know how to explain it. It was very rough on me. It was very rough. It was very rough on me because Although I was over 18 when I first started YouTube, I was 18 years old when I started posting on YouTube back in 2019. I'm now 24. I'll be 25 in May. Um, yeah, I just should have like expected hate comments to just start pouring in very fast. And I don't even know why I got hate comments, to be honest. Where did you get the red eyes in a filter? Where did I get the red eyes? I just got the filter when I made a random video on TikTok. That's where I got it. And I'm not gonna lie, I love the red filter. I think it's really cool. I think it's really cool to go from like my regular green eyes to red eyes like that. I think it's kind of like when I was a kid and I always had the imagination of like, if my eyes can change colors based on my mood, meaning like if my eye color could turn red, that would mean I'm angry. If my eye color would turn blue, that means I'm sad. If my sockets turn completely like black, then I'd be going full demon mode on someone. Do keep in mind, I was a child. I was a child when I was making all that up in my head. Because also, when I was a child, I was obsessed with a lot of um, horror. When I was a child, I loved anything. I loved any concept that had to do with Tim Burton. I loved any concept that had to do with Tim Burton. And a lot of people thought it was weird. Even a few members of my family thought it was weird, but you know, it's because here's the thing though. I come from a family who is very I'm trying to say like they're a little bit more outdoorsy, meaning like they do enjoy the outdoors. Meanwhile, when I was a kid, I was obsessed with like reading novels about adventures, um, art that a lot of people didn't really understand, and just I don't know how to explain it. I was in my own little bubble. Oh, I'm pretty sure I butchered the hands. So yeah, I was in my own little bubble, right? I was in my own little bubble, and it was fine until people started to bully me for that, and then I just stayed silent. Because here's the thing though, although I do get online hate here and there, which is very common, especially when like you have a video, because there is a video specifically on here. Sorry, my hair is just being weird. There is a video that I posted on here that recently had gotten attention back in 2025, and once it had hit over 100K, at first I thought, that's actually very interesting. But then later I had read some of the hate comments, and then I'd looked at previous videos I've done, and there were also more hate comments, and I was just like, wow, that's a lot of people who hate me. Like, because that's what was going on in my mind. I was trying to figure out, like, what exactly did I do? What exactly did I do to get so much hate comments? Because here's the thing, I've also been bullied before. I've been bullied before in school, in person. Well, yeah, in person, obviously. And once in a while online. And quite frankly, I thought that I could handle hate comments on from strangers. But it did take a toll on me because I also deal with depression and anxiety, and it really did take a toll on me because I mean, it's one thing when you get like one hateful comment. It's another when you have over hundreds and hundreds or nearly thousands. I mean, I have experienced over hundreds of hate comments, maybe thousands. Um, but yeah, honestly though, I would not, even though all that has, well, all you have to do is just pray. Yeah, that's what I do. I pray. Um, But yeah, like I said, well, here's the thing though. I try to make sure that the hate comments don't really get to me because I told myself if I let people say all these things about me, then I'm basically proving them right that I'm I don't deserve to connect to an audience because that's not the point. Like I said, that the point of me posting on YouTube was not to get YouTube famous, but to connect with a community of people. That was my main that was my main goal, really. Um if and when I ever do get YouTube famous, I just hope that it's for the right reasons and I get more um I I build alongside a community of people, like I said. But also, I want anybody who's watching this to know that I wish you. How many subscribers do you have? I have over 2,000 subscribers now. I have over 2,000, which is very shocking. The first time I remember hitting 1,000 subscribers, honestly, it was like, wow. Huh. Like, I kind of had a moment where I was just like I don't know what to say. But, yeah. Um, Sorry, I'm trying to go through some paints. I'm trying to make it like a little, like the backgrounds here, like the top here can be green and the bottom here can be blue, but I'm trying to make sure. Okay, well, you take care now, Aiden, and I hope you have a good day, alright? Good day and or night, okay? Just promise me to stay safe and remember, spread love. Thank you. So, anyways, I'm trying to. Do you think this green goes well with like this blue? Meaning, like, it's a good transition from like green to like this one's supposed to be ocean green. Then this one here is supposed to be lake blue, but I also have sky blue. Oh, wait, or would it work like this? What do you think? Oh, there's also this. Hold on. Think I should do sky blue or lake blue? Wait, but which one's more lighter though? This one's the sky blue, and this one's... Wait, does this one look lighter though? Does this one look lighter? And this one's the lake blue. Yeah, I'll try to do like a... I love your Bob Burger shorts. They're so funny and my favorite. Oh, thank you. Thank you. Yeah, I'm a Bob's Burgers fan. I can't help it. So I'm just trying to make sure. I mean, I know exactly what I want to do for these two up here. It's just these two that are driving me sane, or driving me crazy. Still say sky blue. Okay. I'm sticking with the sky blue, I promise. But I'm gonna start with green. Or should I do green? Wait, these are 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I need another color. Oh god. I need a 5th color. I thought I had 4. Turns out I have 5. Because 1, hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, I'm doing red. I'm gonna do red for like the shirt, for like the hoodie. Here's ultramarine, but I feel like that's a little too dark. This one's grass green. This one's I can't even pronounce this word. Can it even like show itself? I don't know if it can. What about yellow? I do have yellow. Oh wait, is this yellow? This one's yellow medium. But here's the thing though, it almost kind of looks like... Here's the thing though. Does this look like a smooth transition though? Like from here to here to here? To me, it just doesn't make sense. That's why I'm trying to find another blue. That's why I'm trying to find another blue. That's the thing. This one's Rogue. Don't I have another blue? Hold on. I think it'd be cool, but it's up to you. That art is fire. Aw, thank you. Try not to hit my head. This is paint gray. One moment. This could work. This could work. This darker blue. Okay. I feel like that one could work, but that's gonna be like for the top. Oh. Okay. Well, without further ado, let's get to painting the background. And then, or should I start on the red? You know, I'm gonna start on the background first, then I'm gonna work on the figure. I feel like that can work. But yeah. You better not give up on me. So what are some of yours, excuse me, I am so sorry. So what are some of yours, New Year's resolutions? What's your New Year's resolutions? Tell me. I want to know. Like, what do you plan for in 2026? What is the inspiration? This one, I'm trying to make this more of like a coma painting, if that makes sense. Like, I'm trying to do a I don't know how to explain it, but like a transition color. So like the bottom here will be green, then this one will be this color right here, ocean green. And then if it blends well, I can move on to lake blue. Then I can move up to sky blue, like right here, and then regular dark blue will be for the top. So really though, the inspiration, what I'm trying to do behind this is just something like a calm peace of mind, really. Because I want 2026 to be like, I want 2026, like, get better at it, like, Manny Fowl, you're stepping. So your New Year's resolution is to get better at art. Well, I think that's a good resolution, yeah. For me, though, there's a lot that I want to accomplish in 2026. One of the things I would love to accomplish is, because I'm turning 25, one of my accomplishes is to have financial stability, okay? Because I have spent way too much money on so many things, and it wasn't until, oh, you've got to be kidding me, there's a piece of hair. It's 2 pieces of hair on my canvas. Happy New Year, Dom. Happy New Year to you too. So yeah, my New Year's resolution for 2026, one is financial stability, because I have had a very rough time when it came to my personal finances, that I have actually last year, I remembered I was leaving work and I stopped by a fast food place and I wanted to get some lunch because I was just too lazy to cook anything for myself for lunch. And when I went to pay, my card said decline, and I was like, what? And then I asked to try it again, and then I said, you know what, I have cash, okay? Can cash work? And the lady in front of me, she was like, sure, and I paid with cash. And then it wasn't until I got home that I looked at my bank account, and I found out that my account was in the negatives, and I was like, Are you kidding? How did this happen? And then I remembered, oh, my spending habits. Yeah. So yeah, when I first saw my account, my bank account was in the negatives. I basically had to I was like, damn it. But then luckily I was talking to someone and they had helped me through it because here's the thing though, that was my first time. That was my first time ever um where my bank account was in the negatives and I was freaking out and I only had money in my savings, but it wasn't that much. So, yeah. And my worst fear was that what would the bank say to me? What would the bank say to me? Because I have been with my bank for. Oh, sorry, I'm cleaning off my paintbrush because I'm going to start on the new color for the background. I've been with my bank for like 6 years now, 7 years, I think. I don't know. Let's just say it's been a few years. But yeah. So I told myself I never want that to happen to me again because, like I said, or maybe I didn't say this part, but I freaked out so bad that I didn't know what to do. But luckily for me, I did have someone who helped me through the process because they told me they had done the same thing before where they had exceeded past their spending limit and ended up in the negatives as well. So, yeah. So 2026 is the year that I want to have better financial stability, if that makes sense. So, because I do not want to go through that again. And also, I just want to make sure that I am able to pay for stuff that I need. So one of the things I want to pay for is a vehicle, but they are freaking expensive determining on which vehicle you're paying for because most vehicles that I have seen either go for about like somewhere close in the $100 range. It can also go up to like $10,000, and it was just like, wow, I'm gonna need a second job or something if I want to, you know, afford a car. But yeah, obviously that's not happening in quite some time. So, but anyways. Yeah, that's definitely one of my goals in 2026. Why I want to have stable finance because I want to be able to afford things. One thing that I would love to afford is to finally have my own place, meaning that I want an like I've been thinking about this and I've been wanting to go and get an apartment, right? I've been looking up apartments in my area and the only cheap ones I can think of are like some that are like around the 600 to 700 range. Like that's the lowest in my area, but the highest is about like 900. Okay, what question? Sorry. Get a Honda Civic or Toyota. Yeah, I've been thinking about getting one. I've been thinking about getting those, but first I need to save up the money and then decide like which I'm gonna get. Do you study? No, not now. I used to. I studied fine arts because I wanted to be a graphic designer or teacher. I wanted to, yeah. Okay. Is there an age limit to watch this? And if so, how old do I need to be able to watch this? Well, pretty much on my live streams, they're very appropriate. They're just me painting with humanoid figures. So as long as like what James here says, he says that so far everything has been innocent, which is what I try to make my whenever I go live. I try to make sure to be as make sure it's as innocent as possible because I've had moments where apparently very young children have shown up on here, and although I'm fully clothed, okay? I'm fully clothed. I do have what is known as the mouth of the South, meaning I can't control what I say, and half the time I end up saying words you would not say in front of your in front of any of your family members. Let's just say that. What the hell? Like what I just did right now when I said the H word. Sorry, for some reason, there keeps appearing to be little hairs, either from the hairbrush or wherever, appearing. Also, sorry for the lighting. I currently have my phone on the window because that's the only best lighting I could find. But yeah. So here's pretty much what we got so far. It's not perfect, but I do like it. I do like it so far. Do you have a job? Yes, I do. I work as a chef. I work as a chef. I work as a cook. I've been working at this hotel for nearly 2 years now, which I can't believe it's been nearly 2 years. I first started the job back in, here's the thing though. I first started working at there in February 2024. So, and what makes it interesting is that occasionally one of my bosses will end up posting like pictures. Have you ever had chicken what? I want to use lake blue or sky blue. I'll use lake blue. Hopefully this works. So, yeah, pretty much I do love my job. Make sure if you have not liked his video, make sure you do. So please. Oh, thank you so much, Zyla. Sorry, I'm trying to make sure I'm saying your name right. What's your favorite meal to make? Interesting question. Can you cover the camera for, what? I don't even know who that is. How do I cover the camera? How do I cover the camera? What? If this was one of my trolls. Because here's the thing though, I get plenty of trolls. Okay, this seems to be working in my favor so far. Yeah. Let's just hope. With your hand. Can you cover the camera for a... I don't know. Try. Gotta go, but liked the stream. Aw, thank you. Hey, be nice, okay? I'm sure Chevy's just trying to be nice or just joke around. There's also one other thing about whenever I do go live, and that is Sometimes people end up fighting each other for no reason. I don't understand why. Because I also want people to come on here and just, just be nice to each other. Just be nice. That's all I'm asking, please. Because I care deeply for a lot of people, and all I hope for is that you all are doing okay, you're staying safe, and I just hope that you all know there's always a person you can talk to about anything that goes on, alright? And you should never be afraid to ask for help. That's all I can say. So I'm also currently in the zone while painting. I'm not saying like I don't think like this is gonna turn out okay, but it definitely is starting to get something. I will say that. I'm definitely starting to get something. But now I'm wondering, should I have done the humanoid figure first before I started painting it, or no? Also, I'm not gonna lie, I enjoy actually starting to paint when I go live. I'm gonna be honest. Oh, thank you for the heart. I actually really enjoy painting when I go live because I don't know why. It's just I'm not saying I don't like drawing, and I'm positive maybe one day I'll be back in drawing again, but yeah, as of right now, because if you've seen one of my live videos from, I think it was last week, probably last week, I don't know, where I had shown shown you all some canvases that I had gotten for Christmas, and one of the canvas sizes that I've gotten, some of them are 16 by 20s, I believe, but I also had gotten some, I think 3 of them are 20 by 24s, which those are much larger not paintings, much larger canvases that I've ever had the honor of getting. Yeah. However, though, I'm saving the larger canvases for later because I believe I said that I was using them because I wanted to basically just, save those for like a much bigger project in mind. But as of right now, I am using the much smaller canvases only because it just seems like a good pace to start off with the smaller canvases, then slowly work my way up towards the much larger canvases, if that makes sense. But yeah. All right. So we got this far now. Now let's see here. Now we're using sky blue. Gonna use sky blue for this area. Oh, it's chicken. Have you heard of the YouTuber Soy? I don't think I've ever heard of him before. Gonna be honest, I don't think I ever had. And if I did, or I don't think I have actually. I don't think I have. Wow. I'm clearly missing a big chapter. No, this one's much darker. No, wait, this one's much lighter. Oh, son of me. You know what? We'll work with it. We'll work with it. Because I feel like over time, maybe this will end up looking okay. But as of right now, yeah, I'm just gonna keep going with this. because even if I like painted this with this color, it would be just a big pain in the butt because this is still fresh paint. So, and I am not gonna paint over fresh paint. Okay, that is just not how I'm rolling. I'm just gonna do this, and hopefully I do not lose my marbles. Aha, gotcha. So, I'll be right back. My sister took my sock, and no, I have to chase her. Oh. Alright then, go get your sock, I guess. Okay. Yeah, like I said, I'm guessing this may end up growing on me much later, but as of right now, it's not. Meaning it's not giving what it's supposed to be giving, which is like slowly different colors, like transitioning from this green to like a darker blue, if that makes sense. Like, hold on. I just move this aside here. See? This is what I mean. Plus, I'm not gonna lie, sorry, I just got distracted by how my camera is positioned. And honestly, I feel like this could actually work. This could work. If I just make sure to position it correctly. Because I mean, it just looks okay. And plus, you're able to see me paint when I'm painting. Okay? You're able to see me paint when I'm painting in this position. Because previously, I had... every time I painted, it was mostly I had my phone leaning up against some object over here, and basically you couldn't really see what I was painting, and the only time I would have to show you would be if I picked it up. But anyways, here is, well, hopefully this works out and I remember to paint like this from now on, which, not gonna lie, I feel like I actually really do enjoy making arts on the weekends, even though I work. Because I feel like it allows me to just slowly decompress after a long day of work, and yeah, it's just. And honestly, though, today at my job, it was kind of pretty okay. The only time I ever had to deal with something stressful was just like the last 20 minutes before we had to close. And really, all the food was like pretty much gone. But I did give some of the food to my coworkers in the back who work in housekeeping. Because recently there was a new law put in by one of my managers where from now on the housekeepers can't go in the kitchen area to take food, because every time they do, we would either get like a fridge would be open all night, which then would run the battery, or one of them would try to get a bagel that has been wrapped in a tray with other bagels, and then overnight somehow we would end up with rodents the next day, and yeah. But anyways, but then I figured out something. Okay, obviously they can't have the food, but when they go to the kitchen, but I decided to give them the food by walking into the break room and giving them the food, just because it seems fair. That's all I can say. It seems fair. Plus, they deserve a free breakfast like the next fella. So, how long you worked for that day, for that job? Currently, by February this year, it will be almost 2 years actually. Almost 2 years. Almost 2 years since I started working there. And honestly, I've learned a lot from that job. One of the things I have learned is that patience is very important. It's very important to have patience because if you don't have patience, then basically your whole mind is gonna be like, hurry up. You know what I mean? And another thing that I learned is that, there are gonna be people who are gonna send you flowers, meaning like you're gonna have nice people who are understanding, who care about you, who understands and doesn't mind waiting and being patient. And then there are other people who pretty much wish you bad luck for like even the most, excuse me, sorry, even for like the most minor inconvenience that you are not in control of. And let me just tell you, I've had a handful of moments where I've had to deal with people who really um, were giving me a run for my money, I should say. Meaning, like, a few minor inconvenience would be like the time I remembered a few years ago, we had ran out of chocolate muffins and I had to go in the back and get some more. But I had to take the tray, okay? I had to take the tray. So I take the tray and I come back and I see a man, he's standing there and he's like, oh, for God's sakes, how long does it take you to get a freaking tray of muffins outside? And I was like, sir, sir, I'm literally putting out the muffins right now. And he just looked at me and like, well, you weren't fast enough. And I was like, sir, I'm going as fast as I can. Plus, this was during the weekend. This was during the weekend. This was a very busy weekend. And yet, this man who looks to be about pushing his late 40s or whatever, and has his kids with him, and there are like, he has like 6 kids, I'm guessing, and his wife, and they're all sitting at a table, and pretty much he's just looking at me like he wants to, like, attack me for some reason. Yeah, not fast enough. What's his problem? That's exactly what I had to deal with that day. The man literally just looked at me and like said that, like as if I was Sonic the Hedgehog or something. But yeah, that's what I mean by that's another thing I had learned about my job. There are going to be times where you're going to talk to people who are either going to be understanding of what's going on or they're going to wish they can throw rocks through your windows. That's really what I also learned. And also, you can't satisfy people 100% of the times. And when that situation happens, you either end up leaving with like um, a handful of like regrets, but they understand, or you end up with like someone who wishes you dead. Yeah. What's your favorite thing about Bob's Burgers? Just the show overall. I don't know why. I really hadn't started watching Bob's Burgers until I was 18, really, and I started having my own account to where I can watch shows. Um, and when I did, honestly, I just became so happy and watching Bob's Burgers that I almost became like not obsessed, but slowly becoming more and more of a fan. Hello, Joshua. When I close my eyes, I want to be the guy in the painting. Ah, you mean you want to be in this nice, calm, relaxing. I'm trying to like bring out like a nice, calm, relaxing place. That's all I want to say. The OG has returned. Hello, Josh. Welcome back, I guess. I don't know. Yeah, so overall, I do love Bob's Burgers. I'm a fan. I think an episode, which episode? I think this was their 300th I think it was like their 300th episode. I really loved that episode where basically it showed Bob and Linda like at these two old jobs where Bob was working as a line cook and Linda was working as I think she was a secretary at an insurance company, I believe. And yeah, and they got together and had a dream where they wanted to bring Bob's dream to life. And Linda being the most, I don't know how to explain it, but I think Linda is like a really amazing wife because I have seen other shows where the husband and wife duo just in the beginning seems like an okay couple, but then over time they became very toxic. Meaning like Family Guy. I don't really watch Family Guy. I'm gonna be honest. I don't really watch Family Guy. I used to, but I watched the old seasons before I was born, and then later I I just stopped watching it in general because I mean Family Guy is just toxic. That's all I'm gonna say. Sing boy, sing boy. You want me to sing? Okay. Take me. Wait, get ready for I guess get ready for like some bad singing, I guess. Oria, Ria, Ria, show me your aura, aura. What is your aura, aura? What is behind your aura? Why are you singing Oreo, Rorio, Rorio? I don't know. I'm just making stuff up. I'm just making stuff up. I'm just making stuff up. Okay. Well, I do have one that I posted. I think it was like, "Let me be your dark angel. Let me be your dark angel. Let me take you to heaven and hell. Let me be your dark angel." This is scary. Thank you. Sorry. Yeah, so I do write my own Dark Angel. I can picture you. What? Well, at least you said black. That's all I can say. That's all you can say. Black is my favorite color. So, well, it's one of my favorite colors. Okay. I think this dark blue up here, I'm pretty sure like it's all good. I don't want to do it too much because then, it'd just be too dark blue, but I think it turned out okay. But what do you think for the top? British? No. My too. Aww. Okay. So now I'm gonna work on the clothing here. Basically, I'm just gonna make this red, really. Just gonna make the hoodie completely red. And lucky for me, what? Let it go. Oh, hit. Don't let go, but. Okay. I'm gonna use a primary red because this is the brightest red I have. So, red, yes. Wow, what happened to black? Well, we're trying something different. We're trying something different, okay? Also, if you hear me, to explain why also I was saying Oreo, I was trying to say aura. Aura, like a person's aura. But instead, I guess the words just came out Oreo. Here's the thing though, when I do sing though, I always like to record myself and then Black Pants. Well, that would actually work. I always end up recording myself, and once I hear it back, I kid you not, I always like try to correct. I drove my paintbrush. Luckily, there wasn't paint on this, because this paintbrush is gonna be red. So, yeah. But yeah, I do record myself singing, and then once I hear it back, I'm like, ugh. I'm not trying to be mean, but are you what? No, I just been up for nearly 12 hours. Because here's the thing though, it's about hitting 4 o'clock where I'm at, and I've been up since 4 a.m., which means I've been up for a total of 12 hours, which God spend. I I am surprised that I managed to keep a little bit of my sanity levels with well, hold on. Sorry, because I need a drink. Sleep boy. I do. After this, I always end up going to sleep. Yeah, so after these live streams, I end up going to sleep either way. Because then I have to wake up in a few hours for work, so. Oh, for those who are wondering what I'm drinking, it's vitamin water. Love the art. Oh, thank you, Amanda. Does anyone else here drink vitamin water? I don't know why. I started really getting into drinking vitamin water when I was an adult. Because I was slowly starting to like no longer drink soda. If you up at 4 a.m., I will be. What? Is that little red? Is that. Yeah, it's supposed to be a red hoodie. Vitamin water. Yeah. Well, here's the thing though. I'm not obsessed with vitamin water, okay? I'm not obsessed. I like vitamin water, but I'm not like obsessed, if that makes sense. I am, however, obsessed with. Hold on. With this, sadly. Not sponsored, by the way. I drink these pretty much almost every morning. And I'm surprised I haven't had a heart attack yet. If you up at 4 a.m. in the morning, I'll be cranking. That's what I was trying to say. Ah, okay. But yeah, anyways, I drink Celsius or any other energy drinks because you really think I I'm like fully awake at 4 o'clock in the morning. Do you really think that I'm full of energy? Really? And I tell this to my coworkers, and they look at me and go, but yeah. I well, pretty much late. I didn't really. Here's the thing though, because I didn't really think that I could drink energy drinks at my job, but then I managed to find a little small loophole apparently where I could. I just have to make sure it is out of sight because a lot of people may have like an issue with energy drinks. Even though we do sell energy drinks, at the hotel where I work at the front desk. But yeah, other than that, um, I don't really show off a lot of energy drinks. Okay. And pretty much it has become my obsession to the point where do you support LGBTQ plus? Yes, I do. I believe you should be allowed to be who you are, not be afraid. Love who you should love, and there's nothing wrong. I won't judge you for who you are or who you love because you are you, and I hope you don't judge me for being me. Okay? Because at the end of the day, we all deserve to be happy for who we are. And it shouldn't matter where we come from or what our sexual or gender identity is. We should all be able to walk down the street and just be happy. Just be ourselves. Be ourselves. Come on. I mean, seriously. There's nothing wrong with being yourself. You should always be able to be yourself. And you shouldn't be judged for it. Alright? Oh, I covered the lines. Now it just looks like he's wearing a giant poncho. It just, hold on. Because literally look at this. It looks like as if he's actually wearing a poncho. Look at that. Looks like he has a poncho. Seriously. Sorry, hold on, I'm trying to adjust the phone. Oh. Yes. So, overall, yeah. I just want people to know that I support LGBTQ only because I feel as though it's important for people to be able to be themselves, and I don't think you should be ashamed. After this live, I'm going to watch your shorts on YouTube. Go on right ahead. However, though, the only one thing though I'm lacking on my channel is vlogs. So, yeah. But anyways, here, well, I think we got the hoodie done. I am gonna be taking Zyla's requests and doing the pants black at the bottom. So, which is also good because I got to fix a few things here. So yeah, I'm currently working on the pants. But while doing so, there we are. Hopefully that looks good. Here, I'll show you. Oh wow, I've been live for over an hour. Oh. Sorry, that was my knee. Yeah. I can't believe I've been live for over an hour. Okay, so the final thing Butterfingers. Like that one comment said, Butterfingers. Yes, I have Butterfingers. And I nearly dropped my phone and you guys nearly landed on a fan. But at least it's a fan and not the air vent. Because literally, both my fan and air vent are both underneath this window right here. And if I were to drop you or drop my phone, it would either land on the fan or my air vent. So, but luckily, it didn't. That's all I can say. So yeah, so I'm just gonna be fixing these real quick, and then should be done. I already liked all your shorts. Oh, thank you. Yeah, I'm very thankful that, I mean, slowly I feel like I am building more and more of a... Because here's the thing though, I do think I'm a very small content creator, I don't know why. Even though, like I said earlier, the whole point of me posting on YouTube wasn't to become YouTube famous, it's more specifically to build a community with people. So, yeah. I don't really know. And I mean, the few people who I know in person who have seen my YouTube channel and seen like my YouTube channel grow, some of them are like, wow, you have over 2,000? I only have like a few hundred. How did you do that? And I was like, I don't know. And I don't know if like they have ever taken my advice where like I said, I'm not growing my YouTube channel for like to become a YouTube star or anything like that. I'm growing my YouTube channel because I want to build a community and be of people who supports other people and just feels loved. Just feels loved. And I hope that you do feel love and you do know that you are not alone and you are supported. And I wish nothing but the best. Even though most people I think follow me are trolls, and I do get once in a while I do get assortments of hate that, quite frankly, I don't understand. But you know what? I have learned that people are gonna hate. They It's just very common, especially when you open yourself out more to the public, if that makes sense. And you just have to roll with the punches sometimes because you either are going to get people who are going to wish you well on your journey to become who you want to become, or you'll end up getting a bunch of haters. So, and yeah, it just so happens I do get a bunch of haters, which I don't understand why, but also I think because recently, though, I've been going live more and more here on YouTube. I've been able to communicate with some people who are subscribed to my YouTube channel. Do I have red on my face or something? Do I have red on my eyebrows? Or is that just a filter? Oh no. Hope not. But yeah. I just hope that I'm able to build along a community of people who, who supports each other and knows that I wish you the best, even if you wish me the worst, I should say. Because that's what I feel, though. Even though I do get a lot of trolls here and there, I still would wish you the best, even if you wish me the worst. And I think we're actually done with today's painting. Wow. Hold on, just fix that up. Okay, I think we're actually done with today's painting. Okay. Here, let me show you. Let me show you how it turned out to be. Check it out. Hold on. Here we are. So that is today's painting. Oh, Butterfingers, that's me. Oh, luckily I caught it. Oh, love your artwork. Thank you. Okay, well, thank you so much for watching. I will be live again tomorrow, so make sure you turn on the bell notifications for when I go live tomorrow. I will be posting this later today, so if you ever want to, you can look at my painting that I've done and comment what you would have done differently. Yeah, but other than that, thank you so much for watching my live today. I hope you have a good day and or night, and as always, take care, stay safe, and if you're a new subscriber or if you're an old subscriber, you know I do this at the end. Mwah. So if you're a new subscriber, that basically means like I always blow a kiss to the camera. So, mwah. Okay. Take care now. Bye. Happy New Year. Mwah.